Well, the truth is that what's happening is false selves are in relationship with each other, right? So the truth underneath of that woman, you know, the woman's probably adopted some degree of a false masculine. So that false masculine, her, is attracted to the false feminine in the other person because she's actually trying to get her feminine back through him. But when she actually gets the man, she's no longer attracted to that because that's not what's attractive to her. You know, she has that inside of herself. It actually turns her off. And the same with men. The masculine in a woman, with a man who's a masculine essence, will sort of turn him off or repel him because it's the same pole. So there's no, you know, receptivity for his masculine, right? And I have to say this. Some people may get angry at me for this, but, you know,
that's okay.
Women do the masculine better than men do. So just because the feminine is so vast and has so much available to it to surge into the masculine, you know, women can be very, very, very hard and strong in the masculine, and just a woman in her masculine coming in the vicinity of a man sort of emasculates him, right? And so, you know, you have to kind of back up and step into your truth, you know, your true self. And the thing is, most people we don't really realize, it's not like done consciously, you know, we don't even realize we have these false selves. It's not like we're walking around saying, let me hold up this false self. It's just something we've naturally adopted, and we're continuing to be in it, and we don't understand what it's causing around us. So
okay, now let's talk about the ideal situation. The guy's really authentic, the woman is really authentic, and all the masks, all the shields are up, all that stuff is gone. What's that going to look like? I guess a better question than how would it look like? What would be the benefit in a relationship if people step up to the plate, take off their masks, and
right? The benefit, thank you. The benefit, I think, is love, right? Is true happiness and joy, right? Love, because love is movement. Like it's an energy moving from one place to another. You could say the masculine is the giving energy, and the feminine is the receiving energy, right? So if you have those two in order, then you have a place for love to move, right? It's moving from the masculine to the feminine and back. It's sort of a circle, right? But it has a place, it has movement. So love is happening, which means more joy and happiness and bliss and creativity. Because without love moving, there's no creativity. Love is the creative force. Right. So, and that's really what we're all yearning for, yearning to do. And sort of if you think of like bricks in a house or bricks in a building, if you know each couple or each relationship is a brick, right? You can have a broken brick here and there, and the house is okay. But if you have a lot of broken bricks, you know, the house is going to come tumbling down, right? So the more of those bricks that we pull together, the better the house stands. So the greater community actually benefits, right, from people loving each other as individuals, as couples. And then, you know, you can build, you know, small communities out of that are using these same principles to be in love and be in creativity and, you know, open and receptive and powerful.
It reminds me of the old communes when I was growing up, you know, in my hippie days, going to all those old communes. That's kind of what they were trying to do, is create that community of free love. Maybe we got a little carried away with the free love part. And
I don't think you'd be too carried away with free love. But, you know, I think they had some good ideas. There was, you know, all that stuff sprang out of really basic spiritual principles that we're still working with today. I think actually that was the opening for us. And we've been experimenting with it ever since. And, you know, we've moved up a level. And now it's sort of time to move up another level. So get to that place where we're truly intimately communing, right? True intimacy, where we truly see each other for who we really are, right? So hearts are really open and loving. Earlier, we tend to protect or guard ourselves, right? And it's that guard that disables that ability for us to connect, right? So it takes courage to do this work. Takes courage, a willingness to trust that there's something in us that cannot be harmed, and that your words or your actions or your behavior can't really harm me, and I can just continue to open up to love with you, no matter what you're doing or what you're saying. Right? As a man in the masculine essence, I can continue to push forward deeper into you, deeper and deeper into our love. And as a woman could continue to open up to me, open and receive me regardless of what I may be saying or doing. And what tends to happen is that transforms not just the person doing it, but everything and everyone around you tends to transform.
It's so fun to be around people who really, really, truly love each other and are really authentic with each other, and in such a deep, wonderful way. It opens my heart. It really gives me permission to just be real and more authentic and more loving myself. So
Right. Yeah.
So what, I know you're going to be going to Australia pretty soon and doing a group.
Yeah, March, beginning March, mid-March sometime, where I'll be doing a seminar, intimate community group training for teachers, for people for leaders. It's a leadership training program for people who want to learn how to be in community, in this sort of intimate communion, using these principles that I'm talking about, and who want to maybe lead groups like that or create more groups like that. We'll be doing that in Australia, and it's really about taking these principles and expanding them, like the bricks in the house idea. So you're working on your personal relationship, and now you can sort of create these communities that are doing the same thing. 6 or 8 people in this intimate group, this intimate communion together, that hearts are really truly open. And I think it would be great actually for women to get together with women and for men to get together with men in these groups, so that you can fully understand the feminine experience as a woman and be supported in being in the feminine, because there really is not a lot of support right now for the feminine on the planet. Really, most of us are male chauvinists. We all think that the masculine is the strength, is the power, and being in that masculine mode is how you succeed, and you can succeed that way. But there's something missing with that, right? So you need the masculine to get out of bed in the morning. If you didn't have it, you couldn't get out of bed. It is the driving force, right? So we all need that, and we all use it, men and women, right? But what needs to come forward on the planet right now is sort of a balancing of the feminine, the divine feminine needs to come forward. And, really women will need to champion that. Men, we have to do it too, support it, call it forward, be open to it. But, women sort of major in the feminine, right? So it's really the women that are going to bring it forward. And I think that is happening right now. That is what's starting to happen. So, yeah.
So do you have any advice to help us do that a little quicker? Like one thing, if you could think of just one thing off the top of your head that would help people just individually or couples in relationship or even these small community groups, what can we do to enhance relationship, be more authentic, and balance that male, female, masculine, feminine?
Yeah, I just think first, really getting down to your essence, understanding who we really are each as individuals. So first thing is that everybody gets to really look and understand who you truly are, and then to honor that and to get that our job is to bring that forward in the best way we can in our own personal life. And as a man, if I'm being in my masculine, if that is my core essence, then the woman in my life is going to be it's going to be easier for her to step into her feminine. And the same for women, just to understand your core essence, totally commit to being it and bringing it forward, which takes some courage, a willingness to keep opening up even when you want to close, right? And that's going to make it easier for the man or the masculine in front of you to come forward and spill into it. So, yeah.
What do you do? What do you do in your practice? How do you help people? How do you help a couple? They come to you because people come to you because they're having problems with their relationship, I assume.
Yeah.
And how do you get them to balance this out?
Yeah, great. Well, I work really in any realm in someone's life, help people move forward and achieve their goals. Primarily, I like to work with relationships and romantic relationships especially, but also career, that type of thing. But it's really about just understanding the masculine and feminine principles. So the first conversation I start having with a couple is I want to hear your complaints, right? Tell me your complaints. What are your complaints? And then I get to start to see and understand the pattern that's at work, and try to help them flip complaints into compliments, and sort of shift into the more positive, seeing what you want rather than what you don't want. And then I work with people around understanding their essence and what does that look like to be really masculine and really feminine. How do you approach this situation with your partner now with this information, right? So basically, as a woman, open up instead of closed. And when you want to close, that's when you need to open. And for a man, when you want to withdraw, recoil, that's when you need to move forward deeper into your woman, right? On whatever level, energetically or whatever level.
So just stepping outside your comfort zone.
Absolutely, yeah. When you feel like you want to withdraw as a man, you're collapsing, and that's not helping you or the woman you're in a relationship with, or if it's another man, whatever. It's not helping the couple at all to do that. Your challenge is to move forward and not retreat.